Chinese New Year. We have all sorts of.
Oh, we're doing it? What's happening in Coachella Valley? This is Craige Campbell for CoachellaValley.com, and I'm here with my co-host, Françoise Rhodes, traveling with Françoise, and we're here for another live show coming at you in Palm Desert in our studios here, and we're here to talk about events, things that are going on, our weather, and of course, Françoise and I always start off with a little bit of banter and tell you a little bit about what we've been up to, because Coachella Valley is full of all kinds of things and events. And we love you guys. We thank you guys every week for coming on. And first thing I want to tell you is make sure when you do come on, think about sharing this to your own social media page. So I'm going to step out for just a second and let Françoise talk a bit and do exactly that. We're going to share it to Traveling with Françoise, Today's California, and a couple of our personal pages.
There you
How
go.
you doing,
Thank
Françoise?
you. I am fine. Well,
It's
that
so
was
good
a
to see you.
mouthful.
It was. I just wanted to let everybody know what we're all about and
I know.
get them started.
I
So
found
here
us
we go.
already. Good morning to Deborah Johnson. She said, good morning from Western Washington.
Wow, that is
wish
so
I
cool.
was there. We wish you were here also.
Yes, indeed.
Gary
And
Schwartz.
I was going to
Where's
say,
Gary? He's watching.
all these people that say that they're interested in being here,
Yep.
we do have contests and call-in opportunities. So you can join us throughout the show. So don't forget, no matter where you are in the world, we can take phone calls.
Yes, we can. Share
So-
that, would you, please?
Yeah, okay.
Share to Traveling with Françoise. That's his only job,
There we
folks,
go.
is to
My
share to
only
Traveling with Françoise. And then after that, we just cruise along. Good morning, Crystal. She is out at Terra Lago. A lot of things, of course, going on in the Coachella Valley. Weather is a big, big news because we are getting some beautiful weather, and please don't complain about it. High 70s is perfect weather. Perfect. Because those of us who live here in the desert all year round, we know that anything below 72, we're cold. So
Well, you know what's
anything
real-
above 110,
I
we're
know I have a
hot.
job, but I got to tell you guys something.
Did you do your job?
I've done half my job. It's at Traveling with Françoise.
Okay, perfect.
So, can you believe this? Tomorrow, we are going to hit the 80s in the Coachella Valley, which is unbelievable for us that are living here. Are we getting a cheer? There you go.
Oh, we got a cheer.
And then in the starting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to be pushing into the high 80s here in the Coachella Valley, which I think is just incredible. And the nights are going to start warming up a bit, and it's incredible weather out here. It's an amazing place to be, and I have one more share to go.
Okay, well, I want to say hi to Tim Smokes DeVore. Now, is this a test, Tim? It says, good morning from WV. Would that be West Virginia?
WV.
Yeah, WV. I'm kind of going with that.
WY is Wyoming. WV, West Virginia.
WV. So I'm
Maybe.
thinking Norma. Good morning, Norma Martinez. She's hanging in from Indio. Dan Scanny. Good morning, Dan. We were actually talking about you earlier before we even started the show, saying we need to have either Dan the Man call or come in with Carol and sit and chat. So giving you a heads up. Of course, I've been asking Dan to do that for quite a while, and he keeps avoiding me. Why is that? Why do I get avoided? This week, I actually had the tires. I want to give a heads up to the Palm Desert Bike Shop off of 111 over there. It used to be Fun Seekers, Bicycles, Palm Desert Bike Shop, and Moped. They fixed the flat. I kept getting flats in my tires. I have a cruiser that actually was a cruiser at one of the Coachella Fests. They put the bikes over there for people to use, and they sell them. It's really cool. What are you pointing at?
I just showing us.
Oh, okay. You're showing out. Yeah, I know what we look like.
There we go.
Yeah, we're pretty good looking there. Anyway, so I had the tires fixed on my bike, my cruiser. I'm starting to ride at night. No more excuses of me. I don't know what my problem has been.
Yeah,
well, I
you
know
sent-
what my problem has
Yeah,
been.
you sent me that you got tires.
Yeah.
You're going to start rocking the bike. And
Yep.
It's such a great idea. And where you're at, you have such a great area to be able to travel with the bike within your community.
But here's what I found out. Here in the desert, so many of these trees have these big thorns on them, lemon trees, all sorts of trees, and they put this lining in there in the tire. Anyway, just ask them about it. So if I run over, and I try not to run over anything, but if I run over a big thorn, it's not going to pop my tire tube. Did we say hi to Sean this morning yet?
Hey, Sean, how you doing? What's going on?
Good morning.
Do you know it's the year of the rat, Sean?
I do know that.
The
year of the
Chinese
rat.
New Year
Oh, excuse
started
me.
yesterday.
Oh, yes. Now, I was asking you.
Have you guys ever been to a Chinese New Year?
No,
No,
what is that?
I'd
They're
love to
very
go to a
fun.
lantern, one of their lantern festivals.
Yeah, I've been to Chinese New Year's before.
Now
Just
where?
celebrations?
Where,
It was when I was a
San
kid.
Francisco
No, I
or
was in Washington.
Washington State.
Yeah.
Oh. So I was asking Françoise, is the New Year's kind of an extended period in China, or is it one day like we have? New Year's Eve, New Year's, and then it kind of ends.
Well, tend to think it must be a lengthy celebration because, frankly, all these people that are catching the coronavirus, which is big news, are celebrating the Chinese New Year within Asia.
I see.
And people are traveling over there to celebrate the Chinese New Year. So I have a feeling that it maybe runs a little bit longer, but I'm not positive. Dan, there you go. You're first out of the show.
There you go, Dan.
Good morning,
Is he helping us
Crystal.
out?
Graham is somewhere on here because Crystal said hi to Graham.
Hey,
so I
that's
guess
awesome.
they're talking.
That's
You're
very
supposed to be
cool.
talking to us, not each other.
No, you guys
Yeah,
can keep talking
yeah.
to each other. Go ahead. That's fine. That way, while we're rambling, you have something to do.
So speaking of rambling, there's
great.
Graham Chappell.
Hey,
he's
Graham.
He's replying to Crystal, not even us. So.
There you go.
All right.
Well.
There goes your hosting duties.
So.
Yeah. All right. Chinese New Year. We have a guest today, which is Dr. Priscilla Porter, to talk about the 15th Annual Academic World Quest Competition featuring, this is the best part, high school students.
Well, high school students from here, and they're learning about, apparently, international relationships, international things, and they're trying to actually win a spot. Is this true, or they already to compete in Washington, D.C. For...
Right.
I guess that's what the guest's going to tell us.
That's the guest is going
Right.
to tell us all about
So.
it. Yeah, which is good. All right, so we have that going on. We
You know
also
what?
have...
I was going to say, we're on the same page because Date Festival is in the house, and we have tickets for 4 tickets for the Date Festival if you stay tuned. And, of course, you got to be present, and it will be a call-in a little bit later. It's one way for us to keep you on the hook for a bit, but we know we don't have to. We know you guys love us anyway. Make sure you consider sharing this on your own Facebook page because that means your friends might join us and be involved. And how cool would that be? Because we're interested in this thing getting bigger and bigger so that we can share more and more, get bigger guests, bigger gifts, and really just entertain you that much further.
So we're going to give a family 4-pack away in the first hour.
Oh, I like that. Family
and
4-pack.
a family 4-pack away in the second hour. Now, in the second hour, you actually have to watch a video to answer the question. So
that's the
but- and
Traveling
this
with
one-
Françoise show, which is connected to the Coachella Valley show and comes on right after this. And we shift gears because I leave. Françoise is always happy about that. And she and she gets to share about all kinds of travel tips, and we go a little bit further outside of the Coachella Valley and into her realm. It's 18 years you've been...
18
years. 19 years?
Going on 19 now.
Yeah, well, when's
I
your
know.
anniversary?
I don't know. I never keep track of all. I sort of pick a day and round everything off to that. It's so
That's
much
good.
easier.
So we'll just make it 20.
Are you one of
2
those
decades.
that know exactly when something happened on a certain day and a certain time? Are you one of those out there? I can't do that. Someone will say, I'm trying to be real positive about this. I'll do it this way. I met my sweetheart on January 1st at 5 o'clock.
Whoa.
There are people like that. Sean, you're laughing. You know people
I've
like
never
that.
heard that, but I do. But being around a lot of DJs, it's always kind of been envious of me because they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I remember when that came out in that record came out in '97." Like, how do you know that?
I don't get
I'm like, I
people
think I
who
was in
can
middle
do
school.
that.
Well, now I want to know, is it Pacific time, Eastern time?
right.
You mentioned 5 o'clock.
Yeah, what
Which
was the
part of
locale?
I'm
world
just
was
using
it?
that as an example.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't even
like
true.
this. No, it wasn't
You didn't even
even
give
true.
us the real information.
But you did
'Cause you don't
mention,
know, do
I
you?
don't know. You mentioned us going outside of the Coachella. Oh, that was me going
Yeah,
outside of the
that's
Coachella.
right.
But I'm going to mention this anyway because I went to the Salton Sea. I'm on the board of Friends. It's
Part of
Sea
that's
and
in the
Desert
Coachella
Interpretive,
Valley.
Interpretive Association, but we call it Friends of the Salton Sea. So I went out to a board meeting on whatever day. Was it Wednesday? I'm trying to remember. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah,
It was
you and
Wednesday.
dates we've already
yeah,
learned
I'm
that
not,
it doesn't
I
work.
don't care. Once it's by, I'm on to the next thing. But anyway, I have to say.
I mean, did you make it? I mean,
I
was it the
there,
right
yes.
day?
It was our
Oh,
annual
okay.
meeting. I was there. In fact, I was there early, and I thought,
I see.
I said to myself, am I here on the right day? Anyway, the Visitor Center at the Salton Sea State Recreation Park, folks, it looks fantastic. It looks the best I've ever seen it. They really stepped it up.
And you want to go now because the migratory birds are there every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it busy?
Well, they're on their flyway.
Yeah,
so
they're on the
they're
flyway,
going-
but they do hang out a bit.
They do hang
Some
out
of
a
them
little
hang.
bit, but they end up more at the Sunny Bono Wildlife
I see.
Refuge.
Interesting.
Yes. We're going to do a bus trip, by the way. I'm putting together for.
Oh, fantastic.
We're going to have a bus
Listen,
trip Coachella Valley.
this is serious. Coachella Valley Tours, not necessarily Coachella Valley Tours, but we're going to put a couple things together for you guys because you've been asking. And Françoise has done a few different tours and things, and they're so popular. What do you guys think? We'd love your feedback. Love, when's the best time for you, too? That would be interesting.
Well, everybody.
Before it gets hot, maybe.
Yeah. We probably want to do it in April. I think would be a good time.
Sounds good. Is that Easter?
Well,
April,
yeah,
Easter?
It is Easter, and the ANA inspiration.
You know, I saw
also.
the doctor in the house. How you doing?
Dr. Priscilla Porter.
That's right.
That's
Priscilla
her over
Porter.
there. Yes, she's going to tell us all about the annual academic World Quest competition. If anything, I love the name. It kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones.
It sounds
Why?
like
I have no idea.
Like a spelling bee. Like if
I don't know.
we could go through all those names, but I'm so excited. I'm glad she just showed up, and it's so good to have her. Well, you know, it's so fun because when there's people in the house and we get an opportunity to share not only to you guys but also outwardly, I like it. Remember, we had this place a bit filled the other day.
I know, and frankly, some of our guests. I'm going to be real honest.
Uh-oh.
Frankly, some of our guests freak out at the last minute because they've known me for being on radio.
Mm-hmm.
And I explain, you've seen my notes, I explain this is a live Facebook show, you're going to be on camera, and then I get these freaked out, what? It's not radio? It's not? And I'm thinking, okay.
I mean, after telling them that it's video?
John Husser. Hey, John,
Mr.
how
Husser,
are you?
thank you. Gosh, it's so great when these people join
I
us and
know.
these names that we know.
So why don't we see them all, though? That's a question of mine. How come I only see some people that join, but not everybody that joins?
I'm not sure. Maybe they have to be friends of yours. I'm not sure exactly how
We're on the
Facebook
Coachella
works.
Valley page.
Well, that's true, but
That's
I'm not
weird.
sure exactly.
Oh. Okay. Well,
There
moving
you go.
on. I also
Discussions
went to
about our own technology issues here.
not very good. United Way went to the event at Saks Fifth Avenue. Interesting place to have an event.
So was that El Paseo?
It was on El Paseo.
in the
It was for
gardens?
Jack Fitzgerald, honoring him for all that he has done for the United Way, raising funds here for the United Way in the Coachella Valley.
Now
So
how-
it's a very nice,
Now,
intimate
how'd they
party.
do that? So you go into Saks and
Go upstairs and they kind of corner off a little area. There's still people shopping
and there's like a reception for him.
Yes,
or
right in the middle of
food
all
and
the
drinks
clothes.
and things like that. Wow,
DJ, food,
are
drinks,
you kidding me?
Step and repeat.
You
Yeah.
know,
So
this
congratulations
is the cool
to Jack.
thing about the Coachella Valley. We have so many different things. You know, last week, not only the American Express, Stevie Nicks, Luke Bryan, but we also had the Land Rover 4X. I can't even say it.
It was a 4x4, 4x4. I don't know.
Four
That's
by
a strange
far.
name.
That's what it was.
Four
Four
by
by
far.
far.
Yeah.
So brand new event. I understood that there was axe throwing, there was rock climbing, there was music, there was what else? I mean, there were so many things at this particular
Painting
event.
shoes.
New venue too.
Yeah.
So that's incredible.
Well, they should have got a hold of us. We would have helped them.
I was going to say today, just as something for you guys to think about doing. Remember, it's Sunday Polo because Empire Polo Grounds has already started. It's Sunday Polo, so don't forget about it. It's every single Sunday. Go out there, put your hat on, put your top clothes on, or not. It can be casual, or you can dress up. Food and drink there, different seats, different ways to enjoy it. What I love about is just going outside and just the beautiful weather, and the horses are so accessible. I mean, you can walk right up to them, with discretion, but you can actually get close to them, and everybody seems to just be in a great mood. So something just to think about, Sunday Polo.
And they have matches at noon and at 2. Also
at
going
you.
on today is the Oaxaca Artists event happening at the Cabot's Pueblo Museum.
Huh? Very
It
good.
goes until 4
Desert
o'clock
Hot
today.
Springs.
It's free going in there. Amazing artists. So check it out in Desert Hot Springs.
Listen,
That's
if you
going on
have
today.
never gone to Cabot's Museum,
Yeah.
you need to do it. It is interesting about the history of DHS, discovering both cold and hot water. The hot springs in Desert Hot Springs are very unique. You know that.
Yeah, I
They're
love it
one
up
of a
there.
kind in the
And their
world, you
view
know
is
that.
incredible.
But I mean, they're one of a kind in the world. I mean, there are hot springs around the world.
It should have been Palm Springs up there.
I know.
I mean, really.
I mean, if you want to know about Desert Hot Springs, the water itself is one of the most drinkable, I understand, right out of the ground. In addition to that, there's no sulfur. So unlike Marietta Hot Springs and many of the springs around the world, Desert Hot Springs has no sulfur. So could you imagine? A lot of the pools up there and the hotels are actually fed with this hot water, and you don't smell that sulfur, which I think there's only 2 places in the world that don't
That are
have
like that.
sulfur. So I'm surprised. I'm always surprised.
They
that
need
Desert
to do
Hot,
better marketing out there. I mean, now that I think about it, when we talk about all this stuff, they really need to do better marketing.
I mean, we even locally
Need to
rarely
talk to
think
them.
about it, and go up there.
Yeah.
So you're right. There is something that Desert Hot Springs has that's very unique. and people should check it out.
Yeah. Let me see here. Sunny Bono, Wildlife. Crystal said she's never heard of it. Great. We're
Really?
going to take you out there.
Interesting.
Rebecca says, oh, that's right. Car show at the Big Rock Pub. Very cool cars. I think they're out there till 4 o'clock today.
Dr. George, that's right.
Yeah, that's a pre-party,
that's
and
the
I hear it's
pre-party.
free to get in, but you can make a donation for Desert Cancer
And the
Foundation.
Dr. George show is one of the largest in Southern California.
I
What
got
do
that
we
right
got
there, my pick of the week.
Very good.
Okay.
So that was your pick of the week, huh?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should shift to the pick of the weeks.
Oh.
Hey, don't forget that Super Bowl Sunday is coming up, February 2nd. That's just next Sunday, which means that you and I will be right here talking about the Super Bowl. We'll have already started?
Remember, no, Super Bowl doesn't start till 3:45.
Do we do some sort of...
Remember how we had the Christmas extravaganza?
Of course I do.
For years, I've always had a Super Bowl.
I was there.
You were there. I know. I always have a Super Bowl extravaganza. This will be your first year of us live. What's happening in Coachella Valley?
That's true.
We will have a combined show again, only because we're going to take your phone calls. You need to pick teams. We're going to have prizes that, depending on the game itself. So you're going to have to pick a team and tell us why you want that team. So we're going to take a lot of call-ins next Sunday for our Super Bowl extravaganza.
So what Françoise does is we do things like who will kick the first field goal, who will get the first touchdown, who will get the first drop pass or interception.
Yep.
And each of those, if you pick that, you win a prize.
Yeah.
And so how exciting is that?
Real simple. 2 bowls. One team here, one team there. So they get the first punt, and it's whatever team. 49ers or Kansas City, and I pick a name out of there. That's a winner.
You may not remember this,
What?
but I was on last year.
Oh, you were?
Your show
Oh.
at the radio.
Oh,
When
you were?
over Super Bowl, and you and I
Oh.
did the show together,
Okay,
and that was a
awesome.
lot of fun.
Well, then
Maybe we should bring that back.
no
for,
training involved.
I always need training.
Oh, Coachella
You know,
Valley
men
picks
need
of the
training.
week.
Oh,
Sean, do you have a pick? He's nodding, and that would be
Yeah. I
He's
did
back.
the garden walk.
the garden.
Is it Ed Hasty? Is it Hasty?
Oh, is that Friends of the Desert Mountain?
Yes.
What day is it?
I'm keeping with the go outdoors.
Okay, that's
still.
a good thing. What day?
I didn't write the day.
Is it?
It's an ongoing event.
Okay.
Um,
Garden Walk. Friends of the Desert.
yeah.
Hey, each week,
I
folks,
think when I picked it, I got interrupted in the middle of it, and I don't think I finished
Did we
taking
interrupt
my
you?
notes.
Oh, that was
No, I'm
okay.
saying when I was at home and I picked it.
What we do with these on Traveling with Françoise, on the calendar page, I briefly mention what we talk about on the show, the events we talk about. But for a comprehensive calendar, I send you over to CoachellaValley.com. But at the top of the page, there is our picks for the week. So I tell you what we all like. And I actually picked the Big Rock Pub today. I'm kind of torn between that and Cabot's Pueblo Museum. Go to either or. They're both open until 4. They're both free to go in. So check it out. Big Rock Pub and benefiting Desert Cancer Foundation if you give a donation for the cars that are out there, or Cabot's Pueblo Museum for the Oaxaca art exhibit. So, okay. Craig, what do you pick?
I was going to pick Dr. George too, but there is something that is happening today that I would like to bring your attention to, and that's the Desert Ability Center Tennis Tournament fundraiser. It's at the Desert Marriott, and it starts at 12:30. And they're partnering with the Desert Ability Center, DAC, which is really those that are, I'm going to click on this. So many of these athletes have disabilities, and they perform at such high levels. And I really wanted to bring your attention to it because it's a quite, it's got a lot of activity, this association. And let me see if I can find a...
Yeah. The only thing with that, though, is that I like to pick something they can go to during the week.
That's true. It's
Yes.
I had that was the Rock Pub, but then you took that.
Okay.
So this is 12:30 to 5 today. So it is an opportunity for you guys to get out there and be involved. Let's see.
Okay, I'm laughing
And
because
it's
I
free.
just tell you this, and
And
I'm
it's
telling
free.
you I picked one that was today also.
That's true, and it's free.
All right.
So anyway, you can see it online. I didn't give you a lot of information because they actually don't have a website there. It's at the JW Marriott. It's happening all day today, 12:30 to 5. And if you really want to support something that's amazing and see some athletes that will inspire you, because, you know, we all have our own aches and things. And these people, no excuses. They're out there taking care of themselves, doing amazing things with the bodies they've got. And that's so inspiring to me because sometimes I complain,
I know,
you
me
know, about
too.
myself. And I think,
know.
what do I have to complain about? I have so much
Yeah.
to be thankful for. So
I hear you.
there you go. That's my
Nice.
pick of the week.
That was nice.
There you go.
George Dietrich, he said, hey, CV. Well, hey, back to
Hey,
you.
CV.
Hey, George.
Hey, George.
Back to you.
Hey, G.
Okay, yeah. Jeez. All right, now don't forget, after our guests,
Oh.
after our guest is on, we will be giving away a family 4-pack to the Date Festival, and we'll have some information about the Date Festival for you as well.
There you go.
We'll give you a little heads up when it is, ticket prices, website, and we'll also be taking a phone call. What do you think? You think we ought to have Dr. Priscilla Porter join us?
I do. I just want to say something really quick about the Date Festival, because a lot of people don't know that the Date Festival is something that this community gets behind big time. It's been here for a long, long, long time. And just a little trivia. Back in 1995 or 96, I believe it was 1995, the Date Festival allowed me to bring in 20 computers in the front, and I actually connected it to a T1 line to the internet with a company called GTE. Remember GTE phone company? 20 computers in the front of the Date Festival, and I introduced the internet to the entire Coachella Valley at that particular time. I brought people in, and I allowed them to do search. 1995, 96.
Dang, you're old.
I am old.
Sorry.
I am old.
No, but you were groundbreaking. It was groundbreaking.
It was really cool. So I had all the TV stations come live. That's when they supported us.
Yeah.
Now we're
When they
independent.
didn't shun
Now
us.
we're independent
Yeah.
media, so we're a bit of
No,
competition.
I
but
can't say that. Fox 11, great,
that's
fabulous
true.
Cage.
Yeah.
With
Well,
Traveling
we're always
with Françoise.
supportive of
Yeah.
all of our media groups.
But
out
here's
there.
another tidbit then, really quick.
Yes.
I used to bring my horses when I was a horse trainer back in the 70s.
I can't
And
say what you
early
said to me.
80s, and I used to show here at the Date Festival at the big horse show that they used to have. They don't have it really anymore. They have it before the festival, but it was huge. Everybody from that was our big road trip of the year, going to the Date Festival with all our horses. We get the barns, hotel rooms, RVs. It was so much fun.
That's the history of the Date Festival, and
There you
that's
go.
why it's so important here. Okay, with
All right.
that, we should bring in the doctor. We're going to run a little video for you, a quick commercial, and when you come back, she'll be in the house.
Yes, you will.
So, Sean,
Sean.
whenever you're ready.
Give us that thumbs up.
It's all about reaching potential customers, and that's what we do here on Your Business Beat. I'm Craige Campbell for CoachellaValley.com.
And I'm Françoise Rhodes from Traveling with Françoise, inviting you to let us showcase your business to thousands of potential customers in and out of the Coachella Valley.
And we'll do it on the fastest growing consumer-based program in the world, the internet.
So don't wait for customers to find you. Let us show them you on Your Business Beat on CoachellaValley.com.
And for more information, you can simply email us at ybb@CoachellaValley.com or give us a call at 760-409-9779.
And we'll see you weekly on Your Business Beat on CoachellaValley.com.
So we're back, and we are here with our guest, Dr. Priscilla Porter. There you go. How you doing?
Hi, just great. It's so good to be with you.
Yeah, just put that
mic up.
mic
Thank you.
right to your
We wanna make
mouth,
sure
just
everyone
like you're
hears.
singing into
All
it.
right,
Do you like to
that
sing?
Sounds great.
Can you sing?
No. Every singer needs an audience.
Oh,
That's
well,
where
that's-
I come in.
Oh,
You
there
have
you go.
one right there, yeah.
Trust me, you got all
yeah,
kinds of
good.
people right there. So, well, welcome to our studio, and we're so excited when it comes to kids, high school, education, information, and I'll just shut up now.
This caught my eye. I just like I like the name even. There's something about this, the 15th Annual Academic World Quest Competition. But what caught my eye even more is teams of high school students. So for people who didn't even know about this event, tell us about it.
Well, this will be the 15th year, the Academic World Quest Competition, and it is sponsored by the World Affairs Council of the Desert. And we do have teams of high school students from 12 of the different high schools, both public and private, throughout the valley. And each high school can enter a team.
So
The team of students is it's 4 students.
So you have 12 different schools. How are those schools selected, or can every school put a team together?
Every school can put a team.
And then there's a competition within the Coachella Valley that then those that win go on to Washington, D.C.? How does that work?
Yes. The competition will be Tuesday, February 4th.
There you go.
It will be held at the Indian Wells Theater on the Palm Desert campus
Oh, how cool is
of
that?
Cal State San Bernardino. And The teams of students, it's open to every school in the Valley. We've had up to 14 teams in the past. And then when they win this competition, they will compete in April in the National Academic World Quest Competition, and that's held in Washington, D.C.
So tell us about the competition, because it is free and open to the public, and I encourage everyone to go and support
February
these
4th.
high school students, because you have some really heavyweight topics. But what happens at this event?
All right. Well, students arrive about 4 o'clock. We go through a rehearsal. We take team photos, and we give them some food to eat.
Oh.
That always helps.
Yes,
Got to have some blood sugar. It could go crazy if not.
It could. So each team has a coach, and these are teacher coaches, which are the whole key to the program. Because if we didn't have such fabulous teachers here in Coachella Valley at each high school, we wouldn't be able to have the competition.
Now, are they asked questions about certain topics? Is that?
They
yeah?
are.
Very good.
We
What was
have.
what was that television show that they used to have?
You mean
where-
like Jeopardy?
No, it wasn't Jeopardy, but the universities would compete against each other
Yes.
all the time.
Right.
Similar?
There was a bowl.
Yeah.
Do they have a
type game.
time limit to answer? Is it like a spelling
45
bee? If you miss, you're
seconds.
out. Is that the way it works?
There are 50 questions, and they're divided into 5 different categories. So the team is asked a question. They're multiple choice. It's up on the screen. We have Patrick Evans will be our moderator this year. So he will ask the questions. And then within the team, they can confer with each other, and they mark their answer. So then we go through 10 questions, and then we go on to the next topic.
So if which teams move forward? Does every team move forward? And
Every
it's
mo-
accumulation of points?
Yes, until the very end. So
Okay.
then we award first, second, third place, but we also award the most improved.
Oh.
So a team that from the previous year maybe didn't do so well, and this year they've studied really, really hard. And
We could probably
they
win
can-
that award.
We can
most
can we have
improved.
Dan on our team? Because
Well,
we
we
have college
have-
bowl.
Danny, has he helped us?
Yeah, college bowl. He said.
Well,
is what
that's sponsored by Tom and Maggie Hedrick. They're the ones that pay for.
Well, I'd like to name the teams, the high schools: Coachella Valley High, Desert Hot Springs High, Desert Mirage High School, Indio High, La Quinta, Palm Desert High, Palm Valley, Palm Springs High, Rancho Mirage High, Shadow Hills. Congrats to all of you. West Shores High School, Xavier College Prep. I mean, I give them props for doing this.
Well, and I'm a bit partial. I rarely talk about myself, but I actually have a degree in international marketing and management and a master's degree.
You should come get
Ask 'em a
involved
question.
with
Well,
us.
I'm ready. I'm
we
ready whenever you
always
want.
need more people to
There
be
you go.
working with
well,
us.
you always can find me here Sunday at 11:11. You know exactly where I'm at.
Maybe you'd like to be the moderator one
Of
year.
course I would. That'd
He
be
would
so
be
much fun.
Okay, we're signing them on for next year,
There you go.
and we will give you tons of
Well,
publicity.
there you
We
go.
have so many community people that are involved in this event and volunteers. Without them,
Right.
we couldn't do the competition.
Well, every kid now who's watching us wants to know how they can get involved in this in their own school. Now, do the schools themselves put the information out, or do they have to go directly to you to figure
The
out what's going
schools
on?
do.
So,
It's up to each school to recruit their team members, and that's really where the coaches come in. They do that in the fall, starting in early October. And these teams have been studying now ever since. They do get a study guide, and they know what the topics are.
interesting.
Did you look at some of these topics, Craige, on here?
Yes, U.S.-Russian relations sounds like a very, very
Wow.
hot topic currently. And I don't even know what kind of questions that might be asked. Could you give us an example of something?
Well, I have to be very careful.
Well, maybe in the past.
I could do that after
That's true.
the
That's true.
competition.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is top secret
I
at
gotcha.
this point. The
Dr.
question-
Porter here is the top one.
The question committee has already met.
Question
we have
committee.
our questions.
I want to be on the
They're
question
getting ready.
committee. I'd come up with some
So also,
interesting
let's see,
ones.
preventing extremism in fragile states, the oceans, the world's garbage dump, Brexit and the EU, China's
Wow.
Belt and Road Initiative. Those are some heavyweight categories there.
And everyone in the audience that comes to the event can compete. with the students.
Oh, that's cool. They can test
We
themselves.
do not announce the scores of the audience members, so rest assured. But they all get answer sheets where they can fill out the questions. And the question is asked, and then there's 45 seconds. Well, sometimes that seems like forever. We like to say it's like watching paint dry.
That's not good,
But
doctor.
but that gives the students the time to confer with each
That's
other
right,
to
that's
come
right.
up with their answer.
That's true.
And then we have judges that do the grading and the evaluating.
And then you have a
It's
winner.
You know, Coachella Valley being at the, Southern California, it's kind of remote, even though we have 500,000 people here probably in season or more. It's a very geographically remote location. What I'm super excited about is the focus on the international, because we definitely do not live in a vacuum anymore. Multinational, international companies dominate the world. International news dominates the world. Look at what is happening in our political system, economic system. It's being more and more tied together. How exciting that you would bring this type of program here and elevate, I think, our awareness and the students' awareness, and really maybe even parent awareness of all the things that are going on. When you look at the list of what they're going to talk about, my mind is blown. February 4th, Cal State University, San Bernardino. It's going to be at the Indian Wells Theater. At what time?
5:30.
5:30.
And it's free.
And it's absolutely free. Test your international knowledge, support the kids, and come on out. I mean, definitely.
Yep. And I want to say hi to Aaron Wallner, who's watching from the Big Apple.
Wow, New
Hey,
York. How's it going?
excuse me, Erwin. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Erwin. Well,
and
they
then
just
we also
dropped
have
off.
Merritt also. Well, Dr. Porter, Priscilla Porter, thanks so much for joining us. Again, this is a
Pleasure.
free event. Go and support the kids.
I mean, absolutely.
it's amazing.
And the parents.
Yeah, who are standing
Yes.
over
I mean,
there
really.
like this, watching their
Yes.
kids. Tuesday, February 4th at Cal State San Bernardino, Indian Wells Theater. For more information, you can go to worldaffairasdesert.org. That's worldaffairasdesert.org. I'll have this info on the website, and we better start studying. You better start studying if you're going
I'm
to be
ready.
a moderator.
No, I'm ready
I mean,
to moderate now.
We
if
do
Patrick,
give
if it happens with
scholarships.
Patrick,
Yeah, give him a call.
I'll be
Yes.
there in the wings.
In case you're in need, there are scholarships, but you need to get 3 other kids
Okay.
to
we'll
be
get
on
it.
your team.
Oh,
Okay.
fantastic.
We'll get it.
On my own team. Oh,
No, oh,
she's
you're
thinking
having
about
a-
sending me. I'm going back to high school,
Oh,
apparently. Hey, our team would be formidable.
It would be
It would
fun.
be formidable.
Crystal Adams says, "Thank you, Dr. Porter."
Aw.
So one of our
Thank you, Crystal.
Again, thank
That's
you so
great.
much for joining us, and good luck. It's not this week. We'll actually remind everybody next Sunday about the event as well.
You can
because we want
remind them
people to
next
join us.
week.
It'll
It will be
Tuesday.
February 4th.
February 4th at
5:30
5:30
p.m. Cal State University, San Bernardino. If you've never been to the Indian Wells Theater, there's plays, there's all kinds of speakers and events like this. If you've never been to that theater, this will be a very interesting experience for you. I believe it's free parking as well. That will be
that day.
completely available to you. So go check it out and let us know that you did it.
Very intimate experience over there at the theater. It's one of those where there's a lot of people in there, but it doesn't feel packed. I really like that. It has a really nice feel about it. All right. So is Sean going to take us out for a break so Dr. Porter can...
Sure. Are we going to go right
Gracefully?
back at our...
And then we have fair tickets to give away and some other stuff to talk
So
about.
could you do us maybe our little YBB commercial one more time? And if you
Thank
guys
you
will stay
again.
tuned, we're about to give away tickets to you guys for the Date Festival. So stay tuned, and we'll wrap it up. Go ahead. Sean, take us out. It's all about reaching potential customers, and that's what we do here on Your Business Beat. I'm Craige Campbell for CoachellaValley.com.
And I'm Françoise Rhodes from Traveling with Françoise, inviting you to let us showcase your business to thousands of potential customers in and out of the Coachella Valley.
And we'll do it on the fastest growing consumer-based program in the world, the internet.
So don't wait for customers to find you. Let us show them you on Your Business Beat on CoachellaValley.com.
And for more information, you can simply email us at ybb@CoachellaValley.com or give us a call at 760-409-9779.
And we'll see you weekly on Your Business Beat on CoachellaValley.com.
We're back. We just got done with Dr. Dr. Porter, Priscilla Porter.
Yep.
And we're back, and we're going to finish up with some contests with you guys and continue to talk with you. This is the call-in session where you guys are about to win some Date Festival tickets, a 4-family pack. And I think we should just go right to it.
No, let's talk a little bit about the fair
Oh,
first.
good,
We
good,
need to
good.
give a
Well, let me get set up
little
over here
more
while you're
info.
talking.
What are you doing over there?
Well, I'm just going to
Let's
make
see.
sure
Okay.
I have it.
You do? Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. I wanted to give pricing so for people would know what the tickets are. You can buy them online now for $1 off all the ticket pricing at datefest.org. But the regular prices are $11 for adults, $10 for seniors, $9 for kids 6 through 12, and 5 and under are free. So just wanted to give you a heads up. So somebody actually is winning, $44
Wow.
worth of tickets in this hour and $44 worth of tickets in the next
Now,
hour.
do they have the camel races still, the ostrich
course.
races, the, what else do they have there? They have
Funnel
cars.
cakes and deep fried Twinkies.
They have fried
Have
everything.
you ever had a deep fried? Who has had a deep fried Twinkie? I cannot
I've not done it.
step up to it.
I haven't either.
And do that. Sean, have you had no?
No, I'm fat, but I don't eat stuff like that. I like pizza and pasta. I don't do sweets and weird carnival stuff.
I forgot. I was
That's
going to
so
take
funny.
a picture today of this whole place.
Oh, that would have
without
been
a
nice.
Setup,
And maybe with
and
even
then
the guest.
afterwards.
Yeah, well.
Well, so
We haven't done it
next
yet.
week. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, all right. So back to the fair. As far as entertainment, too, they have George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic. Band of Machos, I Love the 90s, featuring Vanilla Ice, Coolio, Tone Loc, and Young MC, Chris Jansen, and Mariachi.
Are all these
Soul.
people coming, or are these
They're performers scheduled to perform at the fair.
Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, and
Are you serious?
Vanilla
Vanilla Ice is coming to the Date Festival.
I was talking to someone
Interesting.
that goes to Coachella.
Is it the real Vanilla Ice?
The real Vanilla
I'm
Ice.
sure it is. What
I
else
know.
is he doing?
Well, I agree.
He was doing like a TV show for a little
Yeah, I
while.
know.
He
I
needs to
think
do
it was,
fairs now.
Improvement, home
improvement.
luxury
Yeah, something
improvement
like that.
show. Yeah.
Everybody can do it.
Vanilla
Anyway,
Ice here in the alley,
I
in the
think you're in
valley.
love. I think he has a fan crush. I was talking to someone who goes to Coachella
He inspires
every
me
year,
a bit. Yeah, Vanilla
and
Ice.
they said that they think the lineup at the fair is better than the lineup at Coachella Fest.
Well, there you go. That's an interesting. Maybe
It
we should
depends
do
on
a
what you
poll.
listen to. Like that's
Yeah.
what it is. I mean, they're very like Tone Loc and
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Like it's in the same
Yeah.
time frame, and I think that's what it is. It's people who are from that time frame. I wouldn't want to see it. I mean, if they could throw Milli Vanilli in there, I think it would kind of top off that era. But I would like to go see George Clinton, though. I would go see George Clinton.
George Clinton, he's country. No,
That's
he's
70s.
not
That's like
country
70s.
western.
Oh yeah,
funk.
remember
That's
we went through
Funkadelic.
this. We had the
It's Chris
Funkadelic.
Jansen that's
Yeah,
country
remember we
western.
had this discussion last time.
I'm sorry.
I think Dan
I
Scanny
know.
fixed us on that one.
And they have so many specials, though, too. Veterans plus 3 guests are admitted free every day of the fair, ID required. How cool is that?
Listen, guys, you
That
got to
is
stay on because we're about to give away 4 family tickets with a call
Have we lost?
to us. Well,
Yeah.
people. I just want to remind them that we aren't finished.
Oh, bull riding, monster trucks,
I mean, listen to this lineup. And how many days is it?
metal militia fits. I have no idea.
14th through the 23rd.
Army
February-
freestyle motocross.
Does it actually start on Valentine's Day?
Okay, wait.
Does it start on Valentine's Day?
Mini dwarfs racing. What is that? Mini
Be
dwarf
careful.
ra-
We
no,
shouldn't be
it says
laughing.
It right here.
Mini-
dwarfs racing.
Mini.
Lawnmower racing.
Like mini as in M-I-N-I?
I have no
Isn't
idea.
dwarfs?
I'm assuming just some dwarfs on lawnmowers.
Yeah, but if they're mini
No, the
dwarfs.
lawnmowers racing is different than the
Oh, I
mini
thought you were.
dwarfs.
That would be.
Is
That
it-
might be another idea, though.
But what's the difference between dwarf and mini dwarf?
I don't know.
Isn't that
About
redundant?
6-7
Yeah.
inches.
Isn't that
Yeah.
redundant a bit?
BMX Pro Stunt Show.
That's cool.
You know, people really love the monster trucks too. I know people come from far and wide to go to see monster trucks.
Does the Date Festival actually start on Valentine's Day?
Yes,
Does that
it
say?
does.
I mean, think about that.
Yes.
Take your loved one for a funnel cake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a deep fried Twinkie.
Oh my, we've
Yes,
lost
have we-
everybody. Okay, for
Okay.
you guys are staying tuned. Tell us how they're going to win.
Well, I think it was just going to be 4th caller.
Okay.
You cannot have one in the last 30 days. And I'm starting to keep track now, so
Oh,
don't try
boy.
to pull a fast one on
Okay,
us.
so here we go. We're going to do it?
Yeah.
You wanna do it?
We need to give him the number.
Okay, so 4th caller. That's a lot of you. 4th caller, 760-219-4999. 760-219-4999. $49.99. Now, it takes a while because it's about a 20-second delay, so we know it could take some time. But 760-219-4999 to win a family 4-pack to the international. It is, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm not sure why it's international. Date Festival.
And we will mail them out to you, so you don't have to worry. You just have to message us your info, your mailing info, and we will mail these out to you, so you don't even have to worry about pickup and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, once again, date passes. Give us a call, 760-219-4999 for a family. That's 4 of them right here. I have them in my hand. Date Festival tickets. And you know what happens with this? People kind of wait. They're not thinking Date Festival yet. They're still thinking
That's right.
Super Bowl.
That's true.
All that kind of stuff.
That's
and
right.
then they're going to bombard us with, like they did the American Express. Do you have tickets? Do you have tickets?
You know, waiting for these phone calls can be the most stressful thing ever because you just never really know who's out there and whether they desire those Date Festival tickets.
I know.
And many of you guys are not in town. So we know that generally speaking, Washington, West Virginia,
The hard part, too, is that you said
Scotland.
4th caller, so nobody wants to call right now and be the first
Oh,
one.
that's true.
Right.
That's true.
Gary Schwartz says I'm on a 30-day
And
time.
nobody's-
Nobody.
Gary, yeah, I was gonna say,
Nobody's
then
seen
all
the
the people-
first call, so they're just like, oh, well, we'll wait
That's
until there's
true.
4. So
Well, that's smart.
Well, you can the 4th call and
there's
hang up
only
on
one
them.
line. It's not like a radio station, so you could
Oh,
be
is that the
you could
deal?
be the same caller all 4 times.
That's
if
true.
You
So the
want.
thing is, you can call.
we're gonna
and
hang
call.
up on you 3
Right now,
times.
nobody's calling. So if you want those tickets, I'll hang up on you 3 times and you'll win.
What?
So.
All right, so Crystal knows she's on a 30-day timeout also.
Oh, that's
Crystal
hilarious.
And Gary, so I'm glad she marked her calendar. Well, there you go.
We marked it too. No, I'm just
okay.
kidding.
Someone call right now.
760-219-4999, even if you're a friend of mine. Oh, yeah, no friends allowed. No friends or family.
Yeah,
Well, we've
that's
excluded
cuts us out
everybody.
because no one's left. No. All right, 760-219-4999 for Date Festival, a family 4-pack of Date Festival tickets. Just call us. Just call.
Listen.
We will get this calling thing down to a science one of these days.
So while we're talking, a couple things I want to remind you guys. Don't forget that my calendar, our calendar, Coachella Valley's Happening calendar, if it's happening, it's here. You can submit your own event directly if you're a charity, if you're a business. If that event is something that is relevant to the Coachella Valley and the surrounding area, we allow you to enter that in free into our Coachella Valley calendar.
Yep.
And we get hundreds of submissions every single month. We don't get phone calls, but we do get,
what is up with
I don't
this?
know, 760-219-4999. Give us a call.
Everyone wanted fair tickets.
Yeah, well,
And now?
might just be the way that it is. So this will be the first time we don't get a call, but you know what? It's good for us. It's okay.
Yeah, well, we know that Gary and Crystal want them, but,
Not
sorry,
going to
you guys,
happen.
Not going to
So,
happen, yeah.
good thing we have a couple more weeks.
Yeah, we have a lot, and I'm going to try to give some away in the second hour, too. We know you want them. Anyway.
What else is happening?
Well, there's a couple more things I want to
Yeah, let's
mention.
continue to go
There's
on.
the Rancho Mirage Writers Festival.
we
which
got our
is
first call right here.
Well, there we go. Give them the tickets.
Want me to give them to them?
Give them to them.
Okay, let's do it.
They stepped up.
Hello, you are on What's Happening Coachella Valley with Craige Campbell and Françoise Rhodes. Who are we speaking with?
Yeah, it's Dan Scanny. I don't want the tickets, but I thought I'd break the ice for you.
Oh, thank you, Dan. We really, really appreciate that. You don't want the tickets. How come? You can give them
no,
away.
I went last year, and we're kind of busy.
Oh, kind of busy.
okay.
Yeah, you're working for us every week.
Darn
I
right.
appreciate it. Hey, Dan, are you and I going to create a team and compete against those kids at the Cal State University San Bernardino?
I could do that.
I could do that too. You know we'd win.
I hope so, or at least...
Well, I noticed that wasn't chosen to be on the team. Sean and I, you're starting on
oh,
the team.
you're in trouble, Craig.
No, not at all. Because you know what? Françoise, Sean, and I, and his wife, and a friend of mine, we won at the escape room. So we would be quite a team, I think. Don't you think, Sean?
You guys don't want me on your team.
Oh, I do.
Oh,
You're an
really?
international,
I can do puzzles and stuff,
Phenom.
but if you're asking me questions, I have no idea.
I mean, like we do on
I
live
couldn't tell
show.
you I couldn't tell you states and capitals. So
You know-
yeah,
Rubik's Cube.
yeah.
You know, I'm really happy that we got you, Dan, because I think that this is the way to do the show. I think we need more just simple call-ins. So what are you doing right now?
Tuned in to your wonderful program.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, you're so nice. So
Well-
Crystal wanted to know if people can donate the tickets. Sure, you can. You can do.
Yeah, you can actually win the
You can't
tickets,
resell 'em
Dan,
because they're
if you'd
stamped,
like,
but-
and you can give them away if you like. So I'm going to let you go, and hopefully
Okay.
somebody else will join us.
Thanks,
So
Dan.
thank you, Dan.
Wonderful.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that's Of course, you can give these to friends. This is what I would do.
That was
If
perfect.
I would give them, even if you don't want to go, folks. You know, a family next door. What a nice little gift. Get these tickets and walk over. And say, here.
760-219-4999. 760-219-4999.
Yeah.
You know what ends up happening? I get calls on the way home
day long.
afterwards. So,
Okay.
fourth caller. Actually, you know what? We're going to
No.
change it up. Next caller's going to win these tickets.
Yes.
760-219-4999. That's it.
Dan
Next
took up
caller,
enough time for
Dan
four
or
people.
whoever calls us, is just going to have to deal with these tickets.
That's right. So Rancho Mirage Writers Festival, 7th annual event, has become very large, which has started out very small. Also this week, free that's not free though, Go Green Film Series is happening at the Palm Springs Cultural Center. That's free. And the La Quinta Book Fest is happening January 31st, which is free. So I thought those might be for a lot of people read out here. And I thought those might be, good things to go to.
Now tell me more about the Rancho Mirage. Is that already sold out? Can
I don't
people
know.
actually get tickets? Because I always hear that is one of the greatest. Is it the speaker or the writers event? Because they have different ones. Is that at the library as well?
Oh, right. This one's at the Rancho Mirage Public Library and Observatory, and it's they have speakers featuring 54 authors, including Senator Jeff Flake, Robin Wright, and Doris Kearns Goodwin. They have panels of authors will discuss their work, all themed around the 2020 election. That's interesting.
4-pack date festival.
Yeah.
Last time I'm going to mention it.
Yeah.
Going once, going twice. 760-219-4999. The first call I get, you're going to win those tickets. So
Yeah.
it's about $45 value. You can give them away. You can share them. Don't forget, it's February 14th.
It's gonna be
Here we go.
before you
Here we
know
go.
it.
We have a
Yeah.
call.
Okay.
Let's see what happens here. Welcome. You are on What's Happening Coachella Valley with Craige Campbell and Françoise Rhodes. Who are we speaking with? Hello?
Is this for the prize? Hello?
Yes, it is. Who are we speaking with?
I'm Jamie Velasquez.
Did you say one more time?
Jamie Velasquez.
Hi,
Jamie
Jamie.
Velasquez. Hi.
How are you doing? You have won the 4-pack family pack to the Date Festival. What do you think about that?
Oh, beautiful. Thank you very much.
Oh, there you go. We got even a little cheer. We're so glad that you called. We're so glad that you're on. Let me tell you how we're going to get you these tickets. What you need to do is so simple. Is the phone number you called, 760-219-4999. You need to text me your email address and your full name, and we will write you at that email address and get your mailing address and get those tickets out to you ASAP.
Okay.
So all you have to do is text me, 760-219-4999, your email and your full name, and those tickets will be in your mailbox as soon as we can get them there.
Okay, text you at this number.
Well, that's fantastic. We're so glad you called.
Okay.
And
Thank you
you
very
have a
much.
great day. Hey, let me ask you a quick question. Super Bowl,
Yes.
who are you picking? Kansas City, San Francisco?
Oh, San Francisco.
San Francisco, of course.
I mean,
I'm
California.
picking it. I got to go with the California team.
There you go, the California
Awesome.
team.
So you make sure, Jamie, that you call us next Sunday. We're going to have a lot of call-ins of people picking their teams so you can be in our Super Bowl prize pool, okay?
Okay, perfect. Well,
Thanks,
thank you
Jamie.
very much.
Thanks for tuning
Okay.
in. Talk to you later. It's kind of cool, huh?
Bye-bye.
Calling live, huh?
That is. I appreciate it. Thank you very
You
much.
bet. Bye, Jamie.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
How cool was that? You know?
All right.
Jamie saved us, bailed us out, and I'm so excited for him. He was excited.
Well, he won some great tickets, so.
That was neat. You know, it's so interesting. I want to learn more about the people that win. You know, it'd be nice to get a lot of times, like at Stevie Nicks and Luke Bryant, everybody went, but we didn't run into them. You know, we have to figure out a way to get some pictures and do those types of things and be a little bit more, maybe documentary. And we could show past winners too, because that would excite people. Well, you know what?
My gosh, Crystal, would you relax? No, everybody can enter the Super Bowl contest.
Everybody.
The 30-day rule is out the window that day, just like on our Christmas show.
That's right.
You can't pick both teams either. You can only pick one team. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
of course, because it's a much bigger open community event
Yeah.
versus the one, we just don't
Right.
want one person dominate the phone calls. In this case, this is a community giveaway, and we have lots of things to give away, and we want the participation. So we want you guys to join us during the Super Bowl. When does it start?
It doesn't start till 3:45.
Right. So what
We have
happens?
plenty of time.
That's right. So you won't even know if you won until after the
No,
Super
they
Bowl.
don't know. Then I
So
have to.
we just get the picks during the show and kind of put you in the boxes, and that's the interaction
And
there.
then what I do is we'll do it real simple. I will post the winners on the Coachella Valley page and on Traveling with Françoise, and it's going to be up to the winners, though, to message us with their information till we can get their prizes to them. So you have to do your due diligence as well.
So
Okay. So
What else
she's
we have?
chilled. Crystal's chilled.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what else we have on our list?
I
Because I
think
know
that's it.
I think it's been a great show.
Yeah.
We've been running almost 50 minutes, almost an hour.
Yep.
But I want you guys to stay tuned because we're coming right back with another Traveling with Françoise show after I'm out of here. And I'll make sure it gets posted to Traveling with Françoise and Today's California if you're watching there. This is What's Happening Coachella Valley, and I'm Craige Campbell for CoachellaValley.com. And I'm with Françoise Rhodes, Traveling with Françoise. We do this every Sunday at 11:11. It's about events. It's about you. It's about the Coachella Valley. If it's happening, it's here. We'll see you next time.